Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're diving into an exciting unboxing of the FitCamX dash camera system, a sleek and integrated solution for your driving needs. Whether you're a car enthusiast or just someone looking to enhance your vehicle's safety, this is a product you'll want to check out. So let's see what's in the box. FitCamX has gone with a minimalist yet premium look similar to Apple packaging. The front of the box showcases the product name and the fact that the camera features 4K Ultra HD recording, while on the back you'll find precautions for before and after installation. Okay, let's open it up. All right, first up we have the user manual and quick start guide. It's in several languages, including English, Italian, Spanish, French, Chinese, and then I'm not sure what this is, Polish? Anyway, so multiple languages. It comes packaged similar to Apple products, very white, very clean, very simple. Here's the star of the show, the FitCamX camera. You'll notice that this is an integrated camera system which will replace your existing casing with this one. And then the camera itself is integrated here in the casing. First impressions, it looks like it will blend seamlessly with my car interior. It's the same color. So I ordered mine for the 2021 Mazda CX-5, and this is the one customized for my car. If you decide to order one for your car, it will be customized to your particular car model. If you do decide to purchase one yourself, please use the link in the description to get an extra 8% off your purchase. So let's set these aside for now, and let's move on to the accessories package. Inside the same box, you'll find the smaller box, which is the accessory package. Let's open this up and dump out the contents of this box, set this aside. So here we have three things. This is the harness itself that you will be connecting to the vehicle. And it will allow you to connect directly to the vehicle's power, which is pretty sweet. This just extends the reach basically. And this will connect to the camera itself here. It's got these two connections. So these will just connect together like this. And then this portion here connects to your vehicle. So most other dash cams come with a long cable that you have to run through and hide inside the paneling of the vehicle, all the way to either the car battery or a cigarette lighter port. This system eliminates all of that. So let's take a closer look at the camera itself. The FitCamX features the following: an integrated Wi-Fi connection for downloading recordings. Then you also have loop recording, where the camera will automatically save the video in a loop. When the memory card is full, the camera will automatically delete the oldest video. It also has a G sensor, also known as a collision sensing, where during driving, if the car has a collision, the camera automatically locks the currently recording video. You also have parking mode, where if a collision occurs while parked, the camera will automatically turn on to record a video and lock it. Now, while this option is on every camera, it's only available if the camera is powered through an always-on or always-powered source like the fuse box, the OBD hardware kit, maybe the range sensor, or the nearby interior light. The camera also features a super wide-angle lens for maximum coverage, although I can't find how wide it is anywhere in the user manual. Lastly, but probably most importantly, this is a 4K camera and features Ultra HD as well as HDR or high dynamic range recording. On the unit itself, we have a micro SD card slot on the side. I chose a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, which in my case will allow for several days worth of recording in 4K resolution before loop recording kicks in and overrides the oldest recordings. If you have any questions about the FitCamX, drop them in the comments below. Up next, we'll go over through the full setup process and test its performance on the road. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let me get my one-man team together and we'll meet in the garage to install this puppy and maybe catch a glimpse of Bigfoot tapping on my hood next time. The first part of this installation is to remove this panel here. And to remove this panel here, you have to open the sunglass carrier here. And you have two screws, one here and one there. Those two have to be removed before this panel comes off. So let's do that now. With the screws removed, that panel should just pop off now. Use the tool included to pop this off and go around gently to all the areas around it. Owie. And there you go. This is off. To make your life a little bit easier, you probably want to remove this whole thing altogether for now. It's only these three things holding it together, and it's very easy to take off. Each one of these has a little tab here. All you have to do is really just press in that tab a little bit and they come right out. So that's 1, 2, and that's 3, and this comes right off just like this. So the one that I need is actually located right inside here. Let me show it to you really quick. So the one that I'm looking for is this one here. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to unplug this part and plug that part into here. And then I'm going to take the opposite end of my harness, this one, and plug that into here. And to take this out, it's got a little tab that's right here, right in front. You just push that and push that out. So now I'm going to take that harness and I'm going to plug this into the harness. The other end of the harness is going to plug into the device that I just unplugged now. There we go. Push it until it clicks. Okay, so the next step in this is to get this part, the connector on this end, out into this container here. Now the first part to do here is to take apart this container. So basically what you want to do is you just want to kind of put your fingers into the hole that you have here and kind of pull it apart a little bit. It comes apart really easily, as you can see. There's that. And then this part comes apart just as easily. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this now from this side here of the mirror, and I'm going to just basically shove this in here and then just simply connect the two together. There you go. So I just ran it behind there and connected it with this, and I'm just going to tuck everything in there. So now that everything is stuck back in, I am going to reconnect these three, this, and this, to this panel in here, right back into there. Just reconnect everything together, and I will put it back up. Give me 1 second. And that's it. Everything functions correctly up here. Now we can put this back together. This is already connected. As you can see, the lights are already on. So there you have it. That's the final installation. That's the way it looks inside the vehicle. All right, let's do a little audio thing and see if it records the interior of the car conversations at the same time as recording the video. So here we are driving on Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles. I am right in front of Chinese Theater where all the movie star footprints and handprints are at. That's on the right hand side of the car here. So in case you haven't been here, that's where I'm at right now. So there you go. So if this is recording, then it's recording my voice inside the vehicle, as well as recording the driving